Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 18 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we discussed in the previous video, we discussed on a female chart who got married and immediately after the marriage, she got conceived also as per their practice during the pregnancy period. Then she was sent to her parents' house. After that, even after the birth of the child, the husband did not come to see the child also, did not take her home also. So then that way separation happened, and that girl's parents applied for the divorce, and finally she got the divorce. So the destiny was, we checked the destiny in the EPS table, had a detailed discussion on that, because there is one interesting point is that Moon is the strong favorable key planet for the marriage, and also that is being influenced by the unfavorable, strong unfavorable key planet Jupiter and also Ketu, because Ketu is in the sign of Moon, and Moon and Jupiter are in sign exchange, and Jupiter also aspecting to Moon. So Moon is getting the multiple influence by the unfavorable Jupiter. So that way, that Moon is supportive for marriage and also indirectly getting the influence from the strong unfavorable key planets. Such things we had a detailed discussion, and with the help of the PILT table in this video, how these favorable and unfavorable key planets will be, we can find those influence in the destiny and also Dasabhukti periods for the marriage and also in separations. Now let us examine this chart with the help of the PILT table. Example number 18, divorce. We are going to study this example with the help of the PILT table. Now let us examine the PILT table of this example. This is the birth chart of that female which we are going to discuss. And before going to the PILT table, let me show you the impact of the support planets. Let me open that significator so that you will be able to identify the impact. Moon is the seventh cuspal sublord. Moon is posted in the sign of Jupiter, and Jupiter is posted in the sign of Moon. Look at Jupiter is 6-8 cuspal sublord, 8th lord and favorable houses, but 2-6-8 cuspal sublord, it is unfavorable. That too, Jupiter is a free planet. Moreover, Jupiter is aspecting to Moon also. So that Moon, Rasi Lord, Jupiter is sign exchange, and also by aspected by that Jupiter itself, it is multiple way Moon is getting the influence from the Jupiter. In addition to that, Moon is occupied, the Rasi Lord, Moon Rasi is occupied by Ketu. Ketu is afflicting the Moon by its signification 4-8-12. So, Moon is afflicted by Ketu and further afflicted by its Rasi Lord by significant, by sign exchange and also by aspect. So, Moon is good key planet on its own, but influenced by the Ketu and also Jupiter. So these, we have to keep this in mind, and we have to check the PILT table. So now let me take you to the PILT table. Let us examine how far this PILT table is useful in finding the destiny and also the Dasabhukti periods. Always keep it in mind, studying the EPS table is always good, because that will have that level wise, we can see the grouping of houses from the source, effect and result. And but in the PILT table, we can find the role of the key planets in the rulers and also in supports and also ruler link. But combined study with the EPS table will be always good. So that facility already has been given here. If you click on any planet, that EPS table will open, so we can do that combined study. Now let us proceed with the PILT table study. So now we are on the PILT page, and let me select the EPS colors and also KP check all, and let me choose the self-significator. So let us keep open the self-significators and study. So now you can see in the self-significator, Moon is got the green color and Mercury is also got the green color. Moon is seventh sublord and having favorable significator, but influenced by the Ketu and also its Rasi Lord, Jupiter by sign exchange. So definitely, though it is given green color, but it is comparatively, it has got some weakness. But whereas Mercury is having all good houses, so actually Mercury should have been given dark green, but it has given Mercury as a light green because of the fourth occupant, but it is not bad. So anyway, Mercury is stronger than the moon, that we have to keep it in mind. And Jupiter is the light red planet. So that is the only planet given light red, which has got the unfavorable 6-8. Eighth lord and 6-8 cuspal sublord. And Ketu is a pink shade, is 4-8-12, but we have to keep it in mind. And look at the other pink Venus, Lagna lord, sixth lord occupying fifth house and 10th cuspal sublord. One Lagna Lord occupying fifth house is good, but Lagna Lord, sixth Lord, and 10th sublord, it is indicating some weakness. Though 5 is present, it is not supporting to the sixth house. 1 and 6, sublord is 10th house, it is indicating some weakness, that we have to keep it in mind. Now let us examine the destiny. Destiny planet is 7th sublord moon. Look at moon. Moon is 7th sublord planet. As I said, it is influenced by Jupiter and Ketu. That we already discussed. Influenced by Jupiter and Ketu, and also Venus 1, 6, 5, 10 also present. Pink shade also present. And other favorable key planet also present. Moon in the star of Mercury, that is a favorable strong key planet. Star level Mercury in own sign, that is good. But that planet is also influenced by the unfavorable other planets, including Jupiter and Ketu. That Mercury in the star of Sun, Sun is also a favorable key planet, blue color, but with the favorable, and that way it is supporting to the Mercury, that is also having good key planets and also unfavorable key planet in its supports. Now, source effect are good, and sublord is Venus. Venus is the one which is mixed one, 1, 6, 5, and 10, being the Lagnal and sixth lord, will get the influence of the Ketu and Jupiter, unfavorable key planets strongly. They can influence the Venus, that we have to keep it in mind. And sublord is weak. Though it is mixed, because of this one, it is becoming weaker. And star lord of that Venus is moon. Venus is getting support from the moon, but I mean, we know that moon already influenced by this Jupiter and Ketu. So that destiny planet is supportive for marriage, but it is being influenced by the sublord Venus and importantly Ketu and Jupiter. That we have to keep it in mind. So that destiny planet is supportive for the marriage. By which planet? Which are the favorable key planets of the destiny? Obviously Mercury and of course Moon. Moon and Mercury. Importantly Mercury, because Mercury is a strong favorable key planet. And Moon also, we can say that. And unfavorable key planet is not unfavorable, I mean, strongly, but which is weakening the destiny is Venus and Jupiter and Ketu. So we have to keep it in mind. In destiny, the favorable key planets are Mercury and Moon itself, destiny planet, and unfavorable key planets are Venus, which is the ruler, and also Jupiter and Ketu. These are the unfavorable key planets. So that we have, I mean, now we have studied the destiny planet. Now we have to look at the Dasa Lord. In which Dasa the native got married? The native got married during that Venus Dasa. Venus is the one which is having some weakness in the destiny, that itself is ruling the Dasa Lord. It is indicating some weakness, right? That Venus in the star of moon, sublord, I mean moon Mercury. So it is the destiny is favorable key planets. That is, Mercury and moon are playing role at the all levels. It is favorable and also forming ruler link to the other levels also. So Venus Dasa is supportive, and in the Venus Dasa, which is the unfavorable key planet, the same planet, Venus, Jupiter, and Ketu only playing role. So in the Venus Dasa, Bugdi Lord should have this strong favorable key planets. What is the strong favorable key planet in the Dasa Lord? Mercury. Because Mercury is the strong favorable key planet than the moon. So Venus also in the Rasi of Mercury. So Mercury is the strong favorable key planet that we know that. Moon is also good because of this unfavorable. It has got some weakness, but Mercury is strong. So Mercury is the strong favorable key planet of the Dasa Lord. So the Bugdi Lord should have the Mercury and also Moon and should be free from the Jupiter and a Ketu in its rulers. And if it is having Venus, then we have to keep it in mind because it is a mixed significator. So now let us check the Sun Bugdi in Venus Dasa, whether Sun Bugdi is favorable for the marriage. Sun is okay, but this is not good. And look at the Moon Bugdi. Moon is the destiny planet we already discussed. Moon and Mercury, the key planets of the Dasa Lord, are playing role. Destiny's favorable key planet are the same way, and also Dasa Lord's favorable key planets also the same thing. Favorable and unfavorable of the destiny and Dasa are the same. Moon and Mercury are favorable, and the Sun is also favorable, and Venus, some weak unfavorable key planet of the Dasa, is playing at the sub level, but that is being further reduced by the sublord, star lord of the sublord Moon. Now you can see that favorable key planet of the Dasa Lord, which planet is Mercury, because Mercury is a strong favorable key planet, repeated 2 times and also in supports. That Mercury is the star lord for the moon. And that is also forming ruler link to the other levels. That way, moon is favorable for the marriage during its period, though the sublord is having some weakness that is being further supported by the support planets and also supported by the star lord of that Venus. So that way that the moon is having that star level Mercury is good and supported by other level planets and supporting the other levels by way of ruler link. So Venus Dasa, Moon Bugdi, Moon and Mercury are the ruler of the Venus that is also ruling, and this is supportive for the marriage during its period. Why can't Mars? Mars is not good in the source level. No planets are having favorable, and Moon is the star level. Same planets are playing role here like this, but the difference from the Moon star lord Mercury and Mars star lord Moon is supportive, but having got that Jupiter and Ketu supports, whereas Mercury is comparatively better than the Moon that we already discussed. So that way, first level Moon is having some weakness. Sorry, Mars is having weakness because of no green planet in supports, and star level Moon is having some weakness. But here, Rahu also the same way. Rahu, star level Moon, sub level Moon, Mercury, all are playing role. But the difference between Moon and Rahu in the source, it is having Moon fine and Jupiter also present, and star level Moon is weaker than star level Mercury. So because of that, Venus Dasa, Moon Bugdi is stronger because of the star level. Mercury is the strong favorable key planet of the Dasa Lord, and other rulers are also, influenced by those planets. So that way, Venus, Moon is favorable as the Bugdi Lord. In the Bugdi Lord, because of some weakness, the Antara Lord should be comparatively better and should be free from this Venus. So out of these, which are the favorable key planets? Then Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury are not strong because of the Saturn rule are present strongly. And either Mars or Rahu, because they are having the favorable key planet as the rulers. Out of them, which is better? Obviously, Rahu than the Mars. Because Mars, star level, moon, star, sub level Mercury is fine. Here, star level moon, sub level itself, moon only. But the problem is, here, Rahu has got moon in its supports forming roller link. Here, there is no moon or Mercury in its supports. So that way, and Rahu is comparatively better than the Mars. So, moon Bugdi Rahu Antra, the native got married. So Venus Dasa, Moon Bugdi, Rahu Antra favored the marriage. After that, immediately conception taken place. Then that native, left to her parents' house, and that time, that which period Antara was running, in Moon, Venus Dasa, Moon Buddhi, Rahu Antara marriage happened. Then Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury were running, and Ketu was running. There was no issue. There was some issue within them, but it was not showing out. But she was sent to her parents' house during the Venus Antra. Venus Dasa, Moon Bugdi, Venus Antra. You can see Venus is the planet in the Dasa Lord having weakness. Bugdi Lord also, Venus is the unfavorable, mixed key planet. That Venus itself is acting as the Antra Lord, that is forming ruler link to all the level planets, and star level planet is Moon, already influenced by Jupiter, all these things. So now the unfavorable or mixed key planet ruling the Bugdi Lord, which is acting as the Dasa Lord also, when it is acting as the Antra Lord, that period, that separation happened. So after that, the native, so husband did not come and see. So that way the separation happened during that period. And after that, there were discussion happened within them during Mars Bugdi, that child was, I think, and Mars after childbirth also, Mars Bugdi, she did not come. And Rahu also, he did not come. There were discussion happening. But during Jupiter book, you can see Jupiter is strongly unfavorable. Look at the Jupiter, 268, and Saturn is talking about the 9, 10, and these 3 and 12 significators representing Rahu. So all are unfavorable. So no green is present. During Jupiter book, that divorce, legal divorce happened. Okay. So that way, when the planets are having some influence from the unfavorable key planets, that primary good key planets are influenced by the unfavorable key planets. So whenever those unfavorable key planets, which are influencing the favorable key planets, when those periods which are coming, which are having that unfavorable key planets in their rulers, definitely they will give the trouble during that period. So it all depends on the destiny. The destiny is having that unfavorable key planets is influencing the destiny planet. That unfavorable key planet is also playing role in the Dasa Lord. And the Bugdi Lord, if it is having that unfavorable key planets in supports and also in one of the ruler, when that unfavorable key planet is playing role in the strong level in the one Bugdi, that will create the problem. Bugdi or Antara. I think you're able to understand that in how far these key planets are playing role and all. I think we have understood the points, and we will meet in the next example. Good luck.